former undisputed UFC welterweight champion and still one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, the Nigerian nightmare Kamaru Usman. What do you think his approach is going to be here tonight? Because we love the jab, the striking has evolved, but we all know what his bread and butter is.
His bread and butter is his wrestling. I think the only thing I can point to is that he lost the first fight of his career. Then he went on that tremendous run to become the welterweight champion and widely regarded the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. That was his bounce back. Tonight he has to do that again. He's got to go back to that mindset that allowed for him as a young fighter to tie George St. Pierre's record for most wins in the welterweight division. That starts tonight. And ultimately, he's hoping that leads to another reign atop the welterweight division.
And there have been rumblings about some injuries, maybe a knee, his hand. He says he's healthy. We'll see how it goes for Kamaru Usman getting back on the proving ground here tonight. Inside the octagon, he is ready to fight. All right, here's the top 5 welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. And I pause at calling him an overachiever, but there were a lot of people who didn't necessarily think that this man was going to vault into the top 5 and be the factor that he has become in one of the UFC's deepest divisions.
Well, when you're this committed, when you are so committed to your craft, and you have an iron will that you will be something special, you can accomplish anything. That's Belal Muhammad. When you talk to him, you get a sense that this guy believes that he's the best in the world. He doesn't believe it. He applies the work ethic to it to make himself and give himself a chance. It has allowed for him to be exactly where he is today.
And now he believes he might just be one win away from his first shot at the UFC title. We'll see how it goes for Muhammad tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Belal, remember the name, Muhammad.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here featuring the bona fide welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. Biggest key to his success of late, undeniably, has been the wrestling and the pressure game, the ability to impose his will on the ground. He has an outstanding top game, very good ground and pound, and I think when his submission offense gets to that next level, Belal Muhammad's going to start putting people away and maybe be fighting for the title before the end of the year. Making all these shots count. Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
bolsters up now and lands a vicious head strike. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Good work from the top here by Usman. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. Front kick to the body by Muhammad. Nice. Nicely done. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome. And with a throw, goes to the judo throw right into side control.
He's inside control. He's got a ton of options.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
We might get a stoppage here soon. All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman. The wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler, incredibly strong, and you are seeing all that happen in the octagon right now. He is on point.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Usman. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Let's go. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your... This man is landing brutal ground and pound. That's a big strike right there.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Nice shot to the body. And look at the post on the opposite side to give himself the correct space to land these beautiful knees.
5 minutes in the books. Heading back to the corner after that round. Muhammad's eye is in real trouble, folks. That does not look good. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the ringside physician be called on here. He might even stop the fight. We'll see. Well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
Oh, nice hook by Kamaru Usman. Oh, great block there.
Looks like that one landed. Beautiful body kick.
Gets the single leg takedown. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Belal Muhammad.
Big ground and pound.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, side control now.
Oh, in the mouth.
Oh, he is masked in blood. I think I can actually pick out his blood type from here. Where's the doctor?
Use your hips to get back in the guard.
This is where he wants to be. Oh, big elbow.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Kamaru Usman.
Scramble and go. Scramble and go.
Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Usman's back in side control here.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Oh, how about that reversal by him there? Working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Belal Muhammad. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line. Getting them out here. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
1 minute now to go in round two.
That was nice.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Oh, big shots from the top.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Muhammad's back in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
20 seconds to go. Muhammad's going for the sub here. Oh, that looks wicked tight.
It's getting tight now. He's advancing.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
10 minutes in the books. All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. And he caught the kick. All right, so he catches the kick there and beautifully counters with the takedown. So a nice job turning that defense into some immediate offense there.
He did a great job of turning his defense into his offense, but you can see that he's done that time and time again. He drilled that exact action, and it worked in this instance.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Great work here from the bottom fighter. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Belal Muhammad.
He's got to be careful here.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Kamaru Usman. Another ground and pound strike lands. Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Muhammad's an absolute mess right now. There is blood everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them call in the ringside physician between rounds. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient. Great job landing from the top position. Beautiful transition.
Usman's able to transition back to side control now. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Usman's back in full mount. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. There it is. Now he's going them out.
Good work from the top here by Usman.
He's got to be careful here.
Oh, big shots here. Print the shirts, ground and pound. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you gotta be careful here. 30 seconds to go. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Kamaru Usman.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Waning seconds here of round number 3. can, we're headed to the championship rounds. All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious.
Everything's good. You're fine, okay? We got a cut, and he's cut too. We knew this was going to be a bloody fight. I want you to refocus.
All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Connected with a solid strike there. Whiffs on the straight right here. Starting to do some really significant. Watching the referee right then and there has called a stop to the action. Looks like he's going to call on the doctor to look at the cut, and it is a pretty significant one, DC.
Well, he's bleeding a lot, and the blood is going into his eyes. It's very difficult for him to see right now. He's looking.
Yeah, this is over.
Yeah,
yep, that's the end of the fight.
You knew it was done right away.
So the ringside physician has no choice but to stop the fight. The fans don't like it, but that fighter will live to fight another day. All right, that'll do it. We are going to show you some of the replays of what was a really exciting fight, and accumulation of damage ended up bringing an end to this one, DC.
It was a constant buildup of damage, John, over the course of the fight. At that point, all the targeting of the strike prompted the referee to say, hey, let me get the ringside physician in here, take a look, see if this guy can continue to fight.
Clean up on aisle 9 as we get ready for the next fight, but congratulations to the winner. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare
Kamaru Usman. We'll shorten it. Congrats, Kamaru. Big effort out of him tonight.
Big effort, and it's become the norm. Every time he steps in the octagon, you know that he's going to give you 110%. Most times, that is enough to get the victory. Once again, Kamaru gets his hand raised.